What's going on? Welcome to my channel where we uncover the best of what the Sacramento region has to offer. My name is Jake DeRosa. I am a lifetime resident here of the Sacramento area, and I'm excited to share everything Sacramento and the surrounding areas. I'm also a real estate broker, been so for 21 years, so I want to let you know what's happening in the areas, what are the pros, the cons, and what to look out for before you actually move here. So do me a favor, subscribe, also comment. Would love to answer your questions, love to interact. And then if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me at jake@sacrealestatesearch.com or call me or text me directly. So let's get into it. Today, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Fair Oaks. I myself live in Fair Oaks, and it is a community I have grown to love. And let's get into the video. So one of my favorite parks here, and I live right across the street from this park, is Bannister Park. It's a great park to access the river trails, get access to the river. You can come out here and fish, and they got soccer fields. Got my pup. Great place to take her for a walk. They got plenty of parking here. Got a little workout area over here. They got soccer field. Just a great area to play and bring your family out to, or just have some fun. So I'm gonna take you into this walking trail and we'll go check it out. So when you come up here, you kind of have some options here. You can go off the track, and I like doing that. But it's gorgeous down here. Now, one of the cool things about these trails back here is you can actually stay to the beaten path, or you can go off the beaten path and find your own adventure if you would. You got walking trails. They always lead back to the bike trail, but for instance, here, when I'm walking my dog, I don't necessarily need to worry about other people, kind of alone, peaceful. So definitely cool things to explore on these bike trails in different ways to enjoy them. So all right. So where I actually came in to that area was through this Bannister Park over here. So here's Fair Oaks Boulevard right here. And if you hang a left down Bannister Road, you will actually dead end into this Bannister Park area. So let's kind of take a look there. So you can see there's that soccer field that I was talking to you about. Here's the parking area, and here is actually the start of the bike trail. You come down here. I split off over here as part of where I was at. I was also back in this area right here. And so the bike trail actually is a really long stretch. It goes all the way up to Beals Point up in the Folsom area and back down to Sacramento. So there's 32 miles worth of biking area. Really incredible area. And now what I want to share is the next thing I love about Fair Oaks, which is that downtown area. Stay tuned. You know, one of my favorite things about Fair Oaks, definitely a pro, is this downtown area. I mean, it's such a cute area. You got a coffee house here, you got a local bar. Today, first Sunday of the month, they do a car show. And this is really cool too. They're actually building, they just got past the measure, they're building a brand new amphitheater in the park. They're redoing this piece. They used to have concerts out here in the park, and now they're building out an amphitheater. So there's a clubhouse as well. So it's a measure that got passed back in 18 that they're doing it now. You got the brew pub over there. Right up over here. You got another bistro, Wild Rooster. Just really cool downtown area. And you got the coffee shop here, you know, antique stores. You got a florist. And one of my favorite places, which is the Badfish Coffee. So we're gonna kind of cruise over to here and take a look. There's Badfish Coffee over here, as well as a florist, great florist over here. And then one of my favorite restaurants too, the Shangri-La restaurant. They have a huge outdoor area, bocce ball, great food. And this is kind of downtown. You got a library over here. They've got a lot more restaurants, spa areas. So check it out. Downtown Fair Oaks, great area. So you heard me talking about that Measure J, and I just want to give you a little update on this. So one of the things that they did was, it was a measure passed in 2018 to upgrade and enhance the downtown Fair Oaks area. So I wanted to share with you a little overview here, what's going on. So they've got the Village Park that they're re-upgrading and redoing. They're adding in here this new playground. They got a community clubhouse, the amphitheater, Plaza Park. So a lot of cool stuff happening. And here's just kind of some sketches of what it's going to look like when it's done. Here's the clubhouse improvements, the Black Box Theater. So they're going to have events there coming up. Here's the amphitheater entrance and the Village Hall entrance. So a lot of cool stuff happening over there. And it looks like the timeline is still scheduled for 18 months. But they're starting to build. So that's a good thing. You can kind of scan this QR code. This is kind of cool. You can actually see the live footage of everything happening. So check it out if you want to learn more about this. It's just Google Measure J Fair Oaks and you'll find out a lot more about that. All right, so let's get in. Hopefully you enjoyed that downtown. There's so much to see there, so many things down there. Such a beautiful area. Another pro for the Fair Oaks area is going to be their uniqueness. You know, Fair Oaks is not getting built in anymore, so you're not going to see the new construction homes and things like that. Most of these homes were built in their 50s, 60s, and some 70s. So the house, if you're talking about character, no homes alike, that type of feel, definitely Fair Oaks is your place. You can go from, say, right here where you might have some really huge houses that are on the river and big mega mansions to where none of them are going to be the same. I mean, there's huge houses, big lots, all the way into here, into your ranch style homes. I mean, they're unique. There's some newer homes, some infill areas, some higher end type of homes where they may have bought the property, built on it, or tore it down. But Fair Oaks houses have tons of character and they have great lot sizes. So that's a huge plus in my book. Also, too, is surprisingly enough, I didn't know this forever, but they have actually a country club. So if you're a golfer, they have Northridge Country Club, which is a great course. I've played it myself, really nicely kept. Also, the memberships aren't too terrible. They have pretty reasonable memberships there. And one of the things that you get when you have that is you get the social membership, all those things that come with it. And there's different levels of membership. If you're not a golfer, you can still join. And you're kind of just coming down here and there's a lot of homes, a lot of different areas. You get up here into this Mississippi Bar. Phoenix Park's a fantastic area. Another huge park area. You got the Phoenix large dog park. You got VFW Field. I mean, this place is massive. And again, just some really unique homes, really great areas. You got McCooney's right here, great sushi place. And one of my favorite places that not a lot of people know about is, because you can really miss it coming up this Hazel Avenue, is you get up here into this Nimbus overlook and you can kind of see right here that there's these walking trails. Right about here, you have an incredible view of the entire area, the river, the Sacramento area. I mean, sometimes I'll bring a book, I'll grab a chair and sit there and just enjoy that. A lot of fishing happens over here, salmon when they're running.
So if you love to fish and you're literally right next door to the Folsom area, Sacramento State Aquatic Center is an incredible place as well. You have water activities, a lot of things to do. Fair Oaks, in my opinion, is one of the best cities in the area. Sometimes it's very much overlooked, yet if you're moving to this area, check out Fair Oaks. And next I'm going to get into the cons of living into Fair Oaks. All right, let's jump into some cons of Fair Oaks. So first one, and probably the most annoying one, is going to be the traffic. And when I say the traffic, I am talking about traffic from about 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock when you're coming home from work, maybe a little bit later, on this Sunrise Boulevard. So the exit here, you get off and the traffic is brutal up this Highway 50. So you got to come up this 50, cross over the American River to get into Fair Oaks. So traffic out here can be brutal. I live right over in this area here. Sometimes I'll just skip the 50 depending on how bad it is, come up Hazel and double back all the way back over here because it gets that bad sometimes. The other piece that I find that is a challenge in the Fair Oaks area, it's an older area, and with that is older infrastructure, including the roads. Roads are brutal. They need to be worked on, and they are very rough. So you'll see that a lot of roads, although they've really tried to fix them and keep them up. I'm here in Fair Oaks right now, and I'm looking out the window. There's a lot of potholes, a lot of things, not ridiculous, but enough where you'll notice it. So the streets are really rough. And then Fair Oaks, like most of Sacramento, tends to get really hot in the summertime, and it can go from 80 to 105 instantly in a few days. So kind of some things that to keep in mind when moving out into this Fair Oaks area. You got the weather, you got some traffic issues, but for overall, I mean, for the also there's a little bit of limited transit, so public transportation is a little bit limited. The light rails and things, they run down here more. You have to go a ways to get to those. You do have the bus stops. There's a lot of those around the area, so there is that transportation, but it is limited. And that would be my major cons for the area. And overall, as far as Fair Oaks goes, I mean, I absolutely love it. I live there, so I'm probably a little bit biased. However, it is, in my opinion, an untapped gem a lot of times. A lot of people don't know about it. I've introduced tons of people to Fair Oaks, and they absolutely love it. So, hope this was valuable. Hope you got some information that you can use, and I will talk to you soon.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out this video. I had a lot of fun doing this first video for you, and I'm looking forward to doing a ton more. I love Fair Oaks, and if you ever have any real estate questions, buying, selling, whatever that looks like, please reach out. We're a top team here in the area, always here to help you out. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and turn on alerts for the next video we put out there. Cheers. Hope you have a great rest of the week.